Is this just fantasy? Well, strictly speaking, no. This is the loot I acquired from the small press fair that I run a couple times a year called Paper Dragon down here in Central Texas. And I just thought I would show off some of the amazing work that I acquired while there. So I help run the thing, just full disclosure. I run it with a friend of mine, and I just thought it would be a good way of showing off some of the amazing work from artists in this area, and also, some of it's fantasy related. And I would guess that a bunch of it, or at least some of it, I will come back to and do episodes about. But I just thought I would cover what I got at the fair. So start with this. This is by my co-conspirator, co-organizer, who goes at a permanent intern on Instagram, Annie Flores. And this is a grab bag, a random ass grab bag that she created. And I just thought I would grab one of those, and somebody's going to get this for the holiday season. I don't know who yet, but there should be some cool stuff in here. Also, for my friend Annie, is this copy of The Story of King Arthur and His Knights, written and illustrated by Howard Pyle. So I'm looking forward. I'll be definitely talking about this in a future episode, because you have some amazing illustrations in it. All right, so from artist and writer and creator Anton W. Blake, got this really cool print. And I'm curious, honestly, what this says. I mean, I'm guessing it's real runes or potentially real fake runes. But in any way, I kind of like this kind of propagandist fantasy here. I think it's neat. Also from him is this little zine telling the stories of a fake punk band called Snot Rocket. I don't know, I love zine. And if you don't know what a zine is, it's like a small booklet or something that either has art in it or comics or writing or something, all three, who knows. But it can be anything, and I've made a bunch myself. But yeah, it's always cool seeing just what people want to share. And last from Anton W. Blake, is this really cool little zine called Lost Eons, and it's about an old Super Nintendo game that he remembers called Eon Village, and just, I don't know, his memories of characters and such. And I'm cool. I'm interested in looking it over, and I might come back to it. Who knows? This is a original piece of art I liked and I bought. It's a rude little guy. Here's a really cute little illustration. I believe it's a risograph of, and I know that axolotl is not the proper way to pronounce it, but for all intents and purposes, that's what this is. And it's really adorable. And I'm going to give this out to somebody. I'm just not sure who. Here are a pair of zines. Mostly, actually, I'd call them comics. From Logan Beecher. So this is Raton. And when I went up to them, I just asked, hey, what are your favorite works of your own? Can I get a look at them? Or which ones are they most proud of? And it was these two. And I'm really liking what I see. I think it's amazing. Look at this amazing spread. Anyway, looking forward to getting into these two. Guessing this one's called Heater. And it is like a kind of collage style zine. And it's a mixture of drawings and of found art and such. Heater magazine. Yeah. I'll be putting everybody's information about who made what and how to find their stuff. So these folks went by Palion Press, and they actually had this like free postcard that described like a chameleon game you can play with cards, and I'm really curious about it. I want to sit down and try to play this with some friends of mine, see how it goes. But they make their own games, and they're, in some ways they're kind of RPG style games, but they are just using like things that everybody has. So like these people, they're using like regular playing cards as creative elements. Really cool. Yeah, and then this is a module. And yeah, they have all sorts of really cool art and such in here. And also, yeah, I'm excited to see what all is going on in these games. But yeah, I'm probably going to come back to these folks and do a video about their games. So this is a cool set of tabletop paper minis from a friend of mine named Kyle Armstrong. We used to work together, but I'm just a big fan of his art, and he has these little cutout paper minis for your tabletop games. And I love skeletons and skeleton men and such, and I am excited to cut these out and put them together because I think they're just going to be a nice little addition to any kind of tabletop game I play. So awesome stuff, Kyle. So these are some works from a friend of mine, Richard Hunt. So, I used to, draw together and hang out. We even like lived together for a while, and he's just a cool artist. Look at this little cute little bread seller with his dog, and he has a zine. Drop and plop, wholesome shit posting, and then this amazing print that's behind here. He calls it the Mega Doodle. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, if you want to check out more of it yourself, definitely give him a follow on Instagram. So we have here a bunch of zines, and I'm going to kind of dip into them pretty quick. So these are a bunch of zines by Olivia Snyder. I really think these are awesome. So this zine is about the mushroom fairy farmer with these charming little illustrations and this little story being told here. And I just, really love it. It's the kind of thing that, one of the reasons why I love zines is you get things that may not exactly fit another format, but they work really well as a zine. You have the Shroom Creep with these really cool illustrations and like a kind of a poem dedicated to mushrooms. Wicca Tracks, fairyhive.com. The Wheel of the Year, so like breaking down kind of the ancestral different celebrations for different times of year and different like key things like herbs and colors and foods. It's just a really cool thing to pack into a little zine. Awesome. And this little tiny zine, and I won't open it up because it's, special, but it's like a little poem, and I loved it. Here's a series of 4 zines from Ripley LaRue that all have, a romantic kind of sweetness to them, I think. And I've been looked through all 4 of them already, and I really love them. So yeah, really sweet stuff. Here's a poster. I love bugs that I think I'm going to give to one of my nieces, and a zine about different beetles. These really nice illustrations in them. And facts about them. I think that's great. Thank you, Marie Velasquez. Here's a really cool zine that is from the perspective of one of the velociraptors in Jurassic Park. And this may be my favorite zine of them all. I was even wearing a Jurassic Park shirt for this event. Anyway, it's awesome, and it even folds out into a big poster. Or a little poster, whichever you want to say. But yeah, awesome stuff. So creative. Clever Girl by Ensis Arts. And here we go to kind of, not necessarily the main event, but just so a really awesome part of things, which is the comics that I picked up for this event. And yeah, we have some stickers from some of the people that I bought from. So I want to start with, he goes by Nerida Comic. And he has a comic called Uriko, which is about a vampire, and Nerida, which is about a it's a mermaid, but like an amazing artist here, and I just really love his work. And I actually have been a fan of his work before I knew he was kind of in the area, and so I've been following him for a while, and so I finally got to meet him and buy the books off of him. But yeah, just amazing artwork here. And I definitely am going to be coming back and talking about both of these books on the channel. All three. It's amazing stuff. Here we have an anthology by J.K. Papers, Soaked in Blood 3. It's just like some like hardcore, awesome, like outlaw comics here. And there are at least 2 other editions of Soaked in Blood. Each one's got its own collection of stories, and I couldn't miss the 3rd one because I have the others. So look this up if this is your vibe. So this is Noct Papilio, and it is like a little comic that it is about a woman who's like kind of sucked back in time, and mystical stuff happens, and there's like talking cat-looking demon things. I don't know. It's exciting, and the art and the colors especially. I really love the colors in this. And I'm looking forward to digging into it, and I feel like it's probably something that I'll cover on the channel. But yeah, really love this. So this is Soraya the Death Dealer #4. Have the other editions, so I had to pick up the next one. Sword and Sorcery in a Tragic Future. And this artist I've been following for some time, like since started being in events together, and just can't pass up picking up his books whenever he's at an event. And of course I invite him to the event, but still I can't deny it. I have my need to check it out. And then Galaxy Brigade, this is #1. Some just awesome looking art, really great use of the black ink line in all of his work. It is rock solid fun. So here we have CMY Kingdom, and he goes by Color Factory on Instagram, and just a really fascinating artist, and really bold use of color. But if they go by Color Factory, they gotta. And yeah, it's just, I'm excited to dip into this. Crazy looking creatures. Art looks insane. I'm in for 2 issues and a sticker. Here we have Gold Dragon. So this is the debut issue, and the vibe I'm gonna get from this, and this is done by a buddy of mine, is like the old Santo films from Mexico, where El Santo, fought vampires and werewolves and the devil and never took his mask off. And That is the vibe I get from this, and I couldn't be more excited. Also, my man's doing a great homage to like a Magnolia style cover here on the front. And yeah, can't wait to dig into this. Really excited. Also, if you, I also highly recommend his other book, Carlos the Kaiju Killer. Just killer art, and he's a great visual storyteller. All right, the last two here, we have A Haunting on Mars, which is released by Scout Comics, and I met the one of the collaborators on it, Zach Chapman. Really cool guy, and I'm excited to dig into this like kind of spooky, messed up body horror story. You know, if that's your vibe, definitely suggest checking it out. And then we're gonna last end out here with Outer Spaced, which is a kind of a comedy about basically like slackers who are responsible for the safety of the universe. So what could go wrong? So that was my collection of items that I got from the second Paper Dragon. The first one was back in the summer. The second one was just a few weeks ago, and I don't know, I love being a part of this community and supporting other artists who just want to create art and put it out there. So if you're interested in any of these works, I have made sure I put as many links as I could possibly get to each of the artists presented here. So if you see something you like, check the description and you should be able to follow it to where you can get their amazing work. And that's all for today. Thank you very much, and support your local artists.